Hello everyone! As I mentioned in my previous video, I really want to experiment a bit with the video formats I use. I always really like to draw my live videos, so I figured I could use that format to tell you about my first 5 months in England. On the 29th of August, I loaded all my belongings in the Ford Ka my parents bought me a month prior, and I started my trip to England. The road was 780 kilometers long, but luckily my best friend Jesper was coming with me. I could not have done this trip without him. Thank you so much for coming along. After a 13-hour trip, I arrived in a small English town that would be my home for the next year, Broadway. It was dark, I was tired, and when I arrived in my room, the shabby condition wasn't helping. There were, and still are, holes in my carpets. The cabinet was missing a door, and the only furniture really was a bed. The next day, I dropped Jesper off at Birmingham Airport, and I spent the following week visiting IKEA, decorating my room, and exploring my surroundings. I was also putting out 2 YouTube videos a week, because there was just so much to show and share. On the 4th of September, I officially started my internship, and hoo boy, was I unprepared. The scale of the restaurant was so much bigger than I was used to, and there were so many people to serve. Luckily, my supervisors and also my colleagues were really positive about my performance. This whole month was pretty tiring for me, since all of a sudden I was working 40 to 50 hours a week instead of the 15 hours in 3 days that I had been doing prior. However, I was happily exploring the Cotswold in my free time. I did struggle a bit to bring out regular videos since I did not have any internet of my own. Because to get internet I needed a bank account, but to get a bank account I needed a national insurance number. To get an insurance number you have to do an interview, but to even schedule the interview you already have to be living in the UK. So all in all, the whole process was very stressful and very annoying. In the second half of September I finally got myself some internet. I set off a fire alarm in one of the staff accommodations, and I walked a 10-mile hike. I've never hiked before, and I have to say I absolutely loved it. At the end of September I also hit 50 subs on this channel. October rolled around and it started off with a lot of things failing me. I blew my 40G internet, which caused me some problems, and my equipment was just falling apart. However, I did not want it to bring me down, so I continued to try new things in the area. I visited a volleyball club in Rugby, where I still go every now and again, and I went horse riding with my roommate in Stanton, which was amazing. On the 16th of October, my sister came to visit me. We had a few amazing days filled with hiking, horse riding, and visiting castles. We also filmed a video together, which was really fun to do. I actually spent quite some time editing all the vlogs and videos we shot together. Later in the month I shot off some fireworks for bonfire night, and I carved a pumpkin for the first time, and I didn't even cut my fingers. In November we got a new restaurant manager who organized a day of paintball for the whole F&B team. This was really fun to do, and I luckily got out unharmed. We also built a huge bonfire, which actually got us into a bit of trouble with the hotel management the next day. Oops. I also got sick and I lost my voice completely, which made working quite complicated. When I got better, I had the joy of visiting a HEMA club in Birmingham. The School of Historical Combat was organizing a test cutting day, and they were kind enough to let me participate. Later in the month, my best friend, yes, the one who drove me to England, came to visit me. We had some fun days visiting a medieval fair, and we visited the Shakespeare houses in Stratford. Also, I finally bought a new tripod. December came, and so did the snow. Everyone was so excited, me included. I just spent hours walking around. I actually got caught in a snowstorm, and I just enjoyed every minute of it. December is also a very busy month for hotels and restaurants, so I spent many hours working this month. I experienced the English Christmas, and for the first time ever, I spent my New Year's Eve not only in a foreign country, but also working. I hadn't had any problems working with Christmas, but during New Year's I caught myself missing home. Luckily, I had a lot of friends and colleagues around me who were experiencing the same thing, which was very comforting to me. The first big event in January was my birthday. I am now a quarter of a century old. Quickly after that, I flew home to the Netherlands. Flying itself was pretty fun, though on the way back we had some pretty bad turbulence, which was a lot less fun. In the Netherlands, I spent a lot of time visiting friends, and I also went to Amsterdam with some Australian friends from work. It was a lot of fun. I never went on a vacation in that city before. When I got back home in the UK, I realized I lost my initial motivation for making YouTube videos. The first excitement had subsided, and I've just seen my family. That really made me reflect on my own behavior. I still love making videos because it lets me stay in touch with you guys, so I just wanted to try some new things. So now it's February and this is my first video, which is quite different indeed. There are also now 120 of you, which is awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video because I sure enjoyed making it. Thank you all so much for sticking around and joining me, and I will see you guys very soon.